Welcome to Creative Madness.
Hey YouTube Nation, the Homemade Game Guru is back, and this video is for all those individuals who like and have subscribed because of my videos on how to make trading cards and product prototypes, as I have some images here for you to click for my how to make trading cards at home video and advice for all the entrepreneurs out there who want to get into the gaming industry. And one of the questions I get asked over and over again is there a way to make board game prototypes in an inexpensive yet professional manner? And the answer is yes, there is a technique to do it. And I think the problem is a lot of people have misconceptions on what you need to make a board game. For example, what you're looking at here, this is classic chipboard. So this is the kind of stuff, this kind of black sturdy board. Most old school board games from the beginning of time of board games all the way until the 90s, this is the stuff that they used. But the thing is, you don't need chipboard anymore. There are different ways you can make board games now. I'll even give you some examples of some professional board games that are on the market. So here's a Dora the Explorer game that I got from Walmart for my niece. Now if you look at the board here, here's the board. As you can see on the back, it shows the images, but if you look very carefully, all it is just compacted paperboard. That's all it is. It's just multiple layers of paperboard put together. And just to show you how things have changed, you know how board games used to have actual booklets? This is the rules. A glossy photocopied piece of paper. And this is in a board game that was sold at Walmart. Here's another example. Pressman Games are famous for doing very simple, like classic board games like chess, backgammon, and checkers. This one is Snakes and Ladders. And again, here's the board. It's a fold-out board. And if you look very carefully, you can see it on the back. Again, it's like a paper board and it's actually folded and glued over. So as I mentioned with that little Dora example there, it was made out of compressed paperboard. What is paperboard? This right here is paperboard. It's not Bristol board, it's not normal paper, it's not cardboard. It's kind of like in the middle. So just to give you some examples, this is Bristol board. Very weak, it's stronger than normal paper, but still kind of flimsy. Whereas paperboard, it's a little bit stronger. As you can see, unlike the Bristol board that just folds over, this one kind of holds its shape a little bit more. And then of course with cardboard, cardboard is just strong and rigid, but a lot thicker. All of you who have done prototyping know that if you want to make a professional sample to send to retailers of just a board game with the accessories and the cards and everything, you're looking at hundreds, even thousands of dollars for it. And what I'm going to show you, simple technique, you're going to be able to do your board game. You've already seen the cards, but you're going to be able to do your board game for a few bucks easily. But once you have your design done, here's one of my game boards. Very simple, it's printed off on glossy 11 by 17 paper. I cut it out, and all you do is that you glue the image onto the paper board. Once you glue it on, you let it set, you cut it out, and then once you cut it out, you glue the image again onto whatever's left over of the paperboard. So I glued it twice, and the result is this. So here's my board. You can see its thickness, you can see how smooth it is on the back, and it's completely solid, strong, flexible, and it looks professional. All you need, again, design your board, print it off at your Staples or your Office Max or your Kinko's, wherever you do your photocopying, a nice glossy image, glue it onto paperboard, cut it out, and then glue it onto paperboard again. And if you want it thicker, then you cut it out and glue it onto paperboard again, and then you'll get the thickness that you want. My last piece of advice for you guys is do not, and I stress do not, use white glue or any spreadable glue to do this. The reason why is because if you know the properties of white glue, it's very hard to get that even, smooth coat down. It's going to cause globby and bunchiness, especially even after it dries. You probably won't be able to see it, but this is one a checkerboard I did. I'll try to reflect it off the light so you can see it, but hopefully with the light reflection you can see that it's not smooth. There's like there's parts where it's sticking up, and this is after I flattened the hell out of this with some weights, and it's inevitable with white glue that it's going to cause bunching and it's not going to dry evenly. But what you want to use is spray glue. I don't care what brand you want to use. This is 3M's brand, but spray glue goes on evenly, so when you put it down, it's going to cause no bunching. It'll dry completely flat, and voila, you have a professional game board. And it'll cost you the cost of the paper board, which individually per sheet is only a couple of cents, and the cost of the photocopying, and you have a professional board game prototype ready to go. So I hope that's helped you in with my advice on how to do a board game prototype. Again, when it comes to designing the board, it's completely up to you. It's based on how your game plays and the objectives and everything. Make it bright and colorful. You don't want some boring looking board. But once you have your design done, I said 11 by 17, your board game does not have to be big. Even this door board is just a bit bigger than mine. And so you don't think that you have to keep your board game in some set dimension or that it has to fold. Many actual board games on the market now do not fold whatsoever. They're just in one complete form. So just keep that in mind. And again, with paperboard, look up paperboard, Google it, look in your yellow pages. I'm not even sure if yellow pages still exist, but look in, or even phone books for that matter, but Google has the answer to everything. So look up paperboard on Google. You'll find there's different thicknesses of it, different sheet sizes, and there are places all over that sell this stuff. And trust me, it is invaluable if you want to make your own board game. So hopefully this has helped you guys, and this advice has been beneficial to you. So you guys take care, and all the best. And to all you game inventors out there, keep on trying, keep on striving. I know it's hard. I've done this stuff for years, and there's times where it just really dissuades you, but you keep on fighting and you guys will make it. Alright? All the best. Take care.